Hello students of class 12 CBSE Computer Science with Python. Welcome to TechBox 247. In the last video, I have taught you the computer networking advantages and what are the types of networking. If you have not yet watched that video, I have provided the link in the description box below. You can go and watch out there. And in our today's video, we are going to see the next topic under the computer networking, that is your switching techniques. So let us move on to the video quickly. So what is meant by switching techniques? The switching techniques means it is a technique that is used for transmitting the data across the network. We know that what is meant by network. Network is nothing but the connection of computers. Okay, so making efficient data exchanges in between one another. So whatever the techniques we are using is called as switching techniques, which is used for transmitting the data across the networks. Okay, so let us see the switching techniques line by line. So we are having three types of switching techniques. One is circuit switching, message switching, and packet switching. Okay, let us see each of them line by line. So the first type is circuit switching. In circuit switching technique, first the complete end-to-end transmission path between the source and the destination computers is established, and then the message is transmitted through the path. Okay, so the definition says that in between they are having the complete end-to-end transmission path. Okay, so in this circuit switching technique, they are creating the end-to-end transmission path between the source and the destination computers. Okay, first they will be establishing the end-to-end connection between the source and the destination computers. After that, they will be transmitting the message through that established path. The main advantage of this technique is it is a guaranteed delivery of the message. Okay, so this is the main advantage. So the message is getting delivered accurately and it is most used for voice communication. Okay, so let us see the diagram for circuit switching. See, this is your computer 1 and this is your computer 2. If I need to send the messages from the computer 1 to computer 2, we are having many types of paths here. So first of all, we are establishing the dedicated path in which the message is going to travel. Okay, so before sending the message, we are establishing the correct path between the two computers. So in this diagram, we are using the dedicated communication path. Okay, the circuit switching is using the dedicated communication path in between the computer 1 and the computer 2. See here, we are having the path over here and it goes up and it goes by this side and it is reaching the destination computer. Okay, so this is a guaranteed message transmission technique and this is your circuit switching. Okay, hope you all understand. Let us move on to the next type of switching, that is called as packet switching. So in the name itself it is saying that packet. So in this switching technique, the fixed size of packet can be transmitted across the network. So they are transmitting the fixed size of packet. So they will be setting the block size of the packet. This much data only the packet will allocate. So they will allocate the block size, that is called as fixed size for the packet, and then they will be transmitting across the network to the computers to reach that another computer. So let us see the diagram for this. So here in the computer 1 and here it is computer 2. So we are transferring the path in between. That means the packet 1 is sending from here and the packet 1 and it is reaching the second computer, and the packet 2 is sending on the another path and it reaches the receiver computer. So the messages are splitted into 2 or 3 or more and they are converted into packets with fixed size in it, and then they are transferring from computer 1 to the computer 2, that is your sender, to the receiver computer. Hope you all understand. So let us move on to the third type of switching technique, which is your message switching technique. So the name itself says again that this is a kind of message transmission. In message switching technique, no physical path is established between the sender and the receiver in advance. So we have used the physical path between the sender and receiver in the first type, that is your circuit switching, but here in the message switching technique we are not using the establishing path before sending the messages. Instead of that, what is happening in this message switching technique? Let us read the next point. Thus each node receives the entire message. Okay, so each node is receiving the entire message and it stores. The main point is what? And it stores in it and entirely on the disk. Where it is storing? So the message is storing on the disk, and then it transmits the message to the next node. Okay, each node is receiving the message and it is storing that message on the disk, and then it is transmitting the message to the next node if that node is not the destination node. Okay, so this type of network is also called as store and forward technique. Okay, this message switching is also using the store and forward technique. Let us see the diagram for this. So this is your source computer and this is your destination computer. So I need to send a message from the source to destination. So what is happening here? These are the nodes which is given here. What is happening? So the message is transferring from the sender computer and it is saving in the node. Okay, it is stored in the disk of this node. Okay, by using this store, after storing, then it will be forwarding to the next computer. It checks whether this node is the destination computer or not. Then if it is not the destination computer, it is forwarding the message to the next node. Again it is checking for whether it is the destination folder. No, then again it is storing and forwarding that to the next node. So finally it is reaching the destination computer. Okay, so this technique is called as store and forward technique, in which the message switching is using. Okay, hope you all understand the three types of switching techniques. Let us see the comparison of switching techniques. So we have studied circuit switching, packet switching, message switching as of now. Now we can say the path established in advance. In which type of switching the path is established in advance before sending the packets? So in circuit switching, yes, we are establishing the path before itself, before sending the message. But in case of packet switching and message switching, we are not creating the dedicated path to send the messages. The next one is store and forward technique. So circuit switching is not using the store and forward technique, so we are returning no. Then packet switching and message switching. Here in packet switching, the store and forward technique is used here also, as because it is stored in the main memory. Okay, so what we have studied in packet switching. So in packet switching, each of the packets with different block sizes is getting transmitted to each and every node, and it is reaching the destination path. And in the message switching technique, we are using the store and forward technique, and the message is stored in the disk. In case the packet switching, the message is stored in the main memory. Okay, so the next is message follows multiple routes. In circuit switching, we are creating the dedicated path, so the multiple routes are not required here. But in case of packet switching, so the packets are moved on to the multiple routes, and in case of message switching, we are moving on to the different nodes to check whether it is a destination node or not. So that's why we are moving on to the multiple routes. What is block size? So there is no fixed block size in circuit switching, but here no limit on block. So we can send how much number of blocks we have been sending onto the packet switching. We can select ourselves and we can send. There is no limit on block, but in message switching there is some limit on block size to send it. Okay, hope you all understand. So let us see on the next video with next different type of topic in computer networking. Until then, study well. Thank you.